virtually grasp it fully until it begins to replace reality. Like there's a threshold at some point where things begin to get fucked up, which could be a really interesting moment in the transformation of the person. Lose the real self through virtual reality and making them exist together, coming through the construct of a virtual universe as well as the blurring of lines of the real and the hyperreal, for want of a better term, as well as the real and the several world seeping into each other. Perhaps even the idea of these two worlds coexisting together. The ideas of each existence seep into each other's existence. Idea which circulates around the push of communication and the spread of energy through cyberspace. We could use online blogging to make community the pedal ideas. It's been done, but I'm not trying to be revolutionary here, just together. We could organize a smart mob online. Like create a meeting place in a forum and just mobilize heaps of people to meet for some fake reason at a certain time. We could directly create a link leading to the forum blog we create. You could create one in digg.com. It might fail, but failing is okay with me. So we have something which lives and breaths and grows in cyberspace and the push of communication and anarchistic ideas through cyberspace. Then transferring them into an art-based world. I'm not sure how anarchist ideas in a virtual world could transfer into an art-based reality, so I had this idea for a piece to describe avatars. I want to cut up our emails into a dialogue of all the stuff we've talked about, and then record each statement or sentence in a different voice. So, it's a dialogue between us, but since it's too late to make our avatars, which means the realist could be anyone, which is where the different voices come from. The dialogue is also important because it's two avatars trying to make something in real life happen, which is what the piece is. Ooh, what if we slowly overlap the voices as the piece goes on? So it starts out crystal clear, and then gets completely impossible to understand. And that's like the consequence of turning into Avatar is that you can't be understood in real life. Avatar transcends from a facet or alter ego into the real world. What types of consequences there are for failure? Or in other words, what happens when you loses control of the Avatar because they're trying to get the close to real life and things begin to blend into reality and the space in which their Avatar lives, the anarchy, or supposed anarchy compared to the life and reality of the operator. And the virtual worlds is what drives them and empowers the operators, but at the same time, that life is sucking people into the virtual worlds to the point that they lose themselves in real life and transform into their avatars. When they are attempting to have relationships of the same magnitude as in real life, they have to sacrifice parts of their real life to make that happen. Cyber anarchy, and I think that what you're talking about is extremely empowering to the individuals who grasp and take advantage of those powers. Also, I think you could call any presence within a virtual world, such as the internet and avatar of sorts, which ties our two ideas together. Anyway, if we accept those things as truth, then I think these things are also true. I think there is a huge sacrifice though to attain the skills and presence necessary to become a successful avatar. I think this is true at all levels. To be able to hack computers and take control of things, or even to successfully exist within a virtual community of the internet will take tons of work and time. And perhaps because of the intense involvement required, one could lose other parts of oneself in reality, almost like a trade-off. To have real friends over the internet who probably can't have time for friends in real life. But there it's not the same. In a virtual world, your avatar has friends, etc., but they belong to the avatar. I think that the freedom anarchy in a virtual world is apparent to everyone who has experienced it, but maybe don't actually grasp it fully until it begins to replace reality. Like there's a threshold at some point where things begin to get fucked up, which could be a really interesting moment in the transformation of the person. Lose the real self through virtual reality and reality, the trade-off. Making them exist together, coming through with the construct of a virtual alias as well as the blurred lines of the real and the hyperreal, for want of a better term, as well as the real and the cyber world seeping seeping into each other. Perhaps even the idea of these two worlds coexisting together, like the Matrix, but like anything, coexistence means the ideas of each existence seep into each other's existence. Idea which circulates around the push of communication and the spread of an idea through cyberspace. We could use online blogging and a pre-made community to peddle ideas. It's been done, but I'm not trying to be revolutionary. You just think we can. We could organize a smart mob online, like create a meeting place in a forum and just mobilize heaps of people to meet for some fake reason at a certain time. We could direct them to create an alias avatar to log on to the forum blog we create. We could create one digg.com. It might fail, but failing is okay with me. So we have this idea of an alias, something which lives and breathes and grows in cyberspace and the push of communication and anarchistic ideas. And perhaps because of their intense involvement required, one could lose other parts of oneself in reality, almost like a trade-off. To have friends of the internet and probably can't have time for friends in real life. But there it's not the same. In a virtual world, your avatar has friends, etc., but they belong to the avatar. I think that the freedom anarchy in a virtual world is apparent to everyone who has experienced it, but maybe don't actually grasp it fully until it begins to replace reality. Like there's a threshold at some point where things begin to get fucked up, which could be a really interesting moment in the transformation of the person. Lose the real self through virtual reality and reality, the trade-off. Making them exist together, coming through in the construct of a virtual alias as well as the blurring of lines of the real and the hyperreal, for want of a better term, as well as the real and the cyber world seeping into each other.